Tonight we are featuring a home and support network for women as they overcome some difficult situations and thrive. City of Refuge is more than a shelter. As ABC 10's anchor Laura Painter shows us, it is changing lives in Oak Park, one family, one woman at a time.
It's more so been a home for me and my son. It's all that we've known for this whole year.
For Marianne Williams, finding a safe place to land has been full of challenges. But she's found comfort, encouragement, and community at City of Refuge, a nonprofit in Oak Park.
It's been a foundation for me. It's been a place where I could have refuge, a safe place. It's just been a blessing. It's been a place where I could restore my peace of mind.
Marianne is one of the many women who found their footing and their strength at City of Refuge. Founded by husband-wife duo Rochelle and Lauren Ditmore, the organization seeks to return dignity, restore lives, and rebuild community.
My grandpa was a prison chaplain. I actually was the baby of someone who was incarcerated. And it's so interesting how our histories and our life's journeys take us on roads like unexpected.
Rochelle's life journey led to more than 2 decades of service in marginalized communities. She says City of Refuge has housed more than 700 women and children in the last 15 years. Seeing people for who they are, as human, not a checkbox, is key to Rochelle's compassionate approach.
Do you think seeing the person versus a category has made all the difference?
Absolutely. I don't see someone who sits in our rocking chair as unhoused. I see them as my neighbor.
Return, restore, rebuild. These are the 3 pillars of City of Refuge. Their model includes 2 phases. First is refuge housing that provides immediate relief and emergency shelter. And second is restorative housing, which focuses on leadership development, growth, and mentorship.
I want to live my life in such a way that continues to create simply an invitation and a road back home, because I think a road back home and a place of belonging is what we're all looking for.
And that's what City of Refuge has been for me, a place where you could bloom and blossom and plant into where you don't feel buried. Yeah, because it's a lot of darkness out there. It really is. And some of us don't have those tools that we're supposed to have.
Their front porch and their community center are places to gather, build friendships, and bond neighbors. They also offer dance and art classes to allow children to play and be creative.
When things are difficult and there's challenges, how do you overcome them, and how do you help the women overcome them as well?
Absolutely. I mean, number one, my faith. I just think it's so important that we have something that we believe in that's more than ourselves.
Rochelle says part of creating a welcoming space at City of Refuge is the space itself.
We don't have dirty couches, we don't have dirty walls, the way that it smells, the abundance of food, the farmhouse table, the colors in which we choose, and yet we can get a call at 2 a.m. and someone is welcome to come into our home.
Rochelle says they've responded to calls from women, including those who've escaped trafficking, survived domestic violence, or were living on the streets. No questions asked.
Because most programs out there, it's a whole lot of proving that you're homeless. You got to prove you're homeless. You have to prove I don't have any money. You have to prove all this and that. Well, I'm human. I need help. I want change. That's all I want. But I have to put that on paper. I have to go through all these loopholes just to do that. Here, I didn't have to do that. I just had to be a person who wanted better for me and my son.
Marianne tells me she now has permanent housing. She's moving into her own apartment soon.
I'll never be afraid of the struggle, because when you show your vulnerability and openness, you don't know what doors it can open.
All right, bringing in Laura Painter now. Can you talk about where they get their funding, and also, how can people help if they want to?
Yeah, they tell me that their funding comes from public donations and grants. And if you'd like to help, you can volunteer and donate by going to their website, cityofrefugesac.com.
Yeah, and if you do want to learn more about them, make sure you go to our website. You can also learn more about the resources they have too. Laura, thank you so much. We appreciate it.